The new era of immersion for combat flight sims may just be around the corner, with teasers hinting at new ways to interact before your sortie, aka legs. But not only that, there are whispers of animated ground crews prepping your aircraft before every flight, and DCS FARPs are about to get very interesting with the arrival of the Super Hercules. From DCS World to Isle to Korea, we can expect to step beyond the cockpit into a more immersive experience. So in this video, let's take a look at what the future could hold for first-person ground interactions and the rise of legs in combat flight sims. Only here at How I Play. This video is sponsored by Pimax. Get all their products using our new exclusive link and promo codes. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we'll dive into something that's been catching quite some attention. You've probably seen it, I definitely have, and it might just be that we're getting first-person control in our flight sims. Now, is that important? I'd say it could be, but only if it ties naturally into our sorties and immersion. Before we start dreaming of walking around hangars, we should talk about whether this makes sense for combat flight sims. If you're new here, How I Play is a channel where we explore the combat flight sim genre from product reviews to industry news, helping you enhance your experience in this incredible niche market. We post weekly, and you can find links, discounts, and community info in the description below. Right now, several flight sims are experimenting with first-person pilot control. MSFS 2024 is one example. Although limited for now, it's still a glimpse of what could be. If you ask me, it's a bit of a gimmick, sure, but the feature exists if you want to try it. More exciting are the upcoming titles, Aces of Thunder and Isle to Korea. The latter, in particular, sounds ambitious. Its devs want to make you feel part of the airbase environment itself. After a sortie, you'll be able to get into a vehicle, drive to a hangar, and see ground crew preparing your aircraft for the next mission. Their goal? Well, to simulate everything between these flights, from rearming to refueling, bridging the gap between air combat and the life that happens on the ground. Compare that to DCS or other sims, where most interaction ends when the wheels stop turning. With that being said, we've already seen glimpses like the Super Carrier deck crew in DCS showing that ground-level interaction can actually work. Now, speaking of DCS, I've always wondered, will that deck crew functionality eventually make its way to airbases? It would make sense, right? Imagine your jet being rearmed and refueled by animated ground crews, but only if it's more than just a visual gimmick. Well, that's where the upcoming C-130J by ASC might change the game. It's expected to feature a ground interaction or walk-around mode, which could be the first step towards a larger feature set for DCS World. And because I don't like speculations and long talks just for the sake of it, I've used my connections and asked Eagle Dynamics directly. After a short discussion, here's what I learned. From a larger list of cool features coming up in DCS, ground interaction systems are not a top priority for ED right now, but they're aware of the demand and interested in the idea. Meanwhile, third-party developers like ASC, for example, have more freedom to experiment with these immersive, eye-catching features, with ED assisting them on the technical side. And here's the cool part. ED confirmed that once the Super Carrier dynamic routing system is fully done, much of the tech could be adapted to create interactive ground crews on airbases. That's music to my ears. They're even refining pathfinding logic so deck and ground crew won't get run over by overly eager pilots taxiing too fast. So maybe those legs we've seen teased here and there aren't just a dream after all. As for the Super Hercules, I also asked ASC how their first-person mode will behave in multiplayer. Would we get a 3D representation of our pilot or crew when walking around? Their response? No 3D pilot model yet, but the physics are there, so the foundation is being built. Personally, I'd love to see the ability to inspect our aircraft post-sortie. With persistent systems coming to DCS like the Phantom just received in the last update, this could make pre-flight and post-flight checklists meaningful. Imagine landing a battle-damaged aircraft, then walking around to assess the impact, talking to your ground chief, fixing what's broken, and making sure your bird is ready for the next mission. And oh boy, skipping those checklists might finally have consequences. Meanwhile, I also ask our viewers what they think about adding legs to DCS. And as always, you guys came through with some amazing comments. And maybe some Eurofighter. Petrovic, not now. Now let's circle back to the C-130J Hercules. It's currently in internal testing at Eagle Dynamics, being integrated into their dev branch for compatibility checks. That means release isn't too far off. Even better, they're implementing a mobile FARP system that will come along with this new cargo aircraft. It will allow you in multiplayer to resupply friendly aircraft anywhere on the map, using resources carried inside of the C-130. That's a huge gameplay shift, bringing deeper logistics and support into the core of DCS missions. And yes, the GBU-43B Moab is coming with it. They're fine-tuning its drop animations and explosion effects, making it one of the most impressive payloads we will see in DCS.
Can they also fix all explosions and dust effect while they're at it?
All in good time, Petrovic. All in good time. Now, onto our own development front, the HIP server open beta has officially ended. We moved back into closed development with tons of work ahead. A massive thanks to everyone who took part in the testing. You've helped us shape the project into something stronger. A big shout out to Sergeant Dev Rupesh, Ace, Marble Falcon, and Menards, our moderator Rhinox, our lead coder Tobias from TGFB, and of course Foxtree Managed Solutions, our main sponsor for the server. Internal development continues with our team and Patreon supporters, and we are pushing towards a 2025 release that will bring new logistics features and major quality of life improvements. If you want to support what we do, check our Patreon where you'll find exclusive perks, access to the development branch, and behind-the-scenes content. More information in the video description. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The winner of our latest giveaway for a DCS MiG-29A Fulcrum plus the NS430 package is Reaper155. Congratulations! We've already made contact with the winner and learned that this will be their first full fidelity Red 4 module in DCS. A special thanks to Lakota Warden for sponsoring this giveaway and to everyone who participated. Don't worry, more giveaways are coming very soon, so stay tuned for details in the upcoming videos. Thank you all for watching until the end. If you find this video informative, leave us a like, hit the new YouTube hype button, and subscribe to stay updated with all things DCS and beyond. And as always, I'm Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.